Mr. Nolan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I want to join the other members of the committee in thanking the panel for being here today. And I particularly want to thank and congratulate Mayor Chris Coleman from St. Paul for the work that you have done in the Central Corridor light rail, and pointing out to the committee the tremendous economic benefits that have flowed from that. Not to mention the fact the quick and easy availability of an alternative transportation mode for some 44,000 people. In the interest of keeping pace with Mr. Capuano, we'll be counting on you as well as you, Mr. Rogoff. We've got what's known as our Northern Lights Express that we're planning to take the people from the Twin Cities metropolitan area up to our shining city by the sea and great seaport of Duluth, as well as the North Star, heading up through the tourism areas of the northern part of our state. And I'd remind all here that the interstate system and the federal state highway systems going north out of the Twin Cities metropolitan area, as well as the rest of the metropolitan, are rapidly becoming slow-moving parking lots. And the fact is that we need to get very, very serious here about exploring and finding more ways to better fund light rail and, for that matter, heavy rail passenger transit in this country. So I commend you, as well as Mr. Hughes and Claypool, for the work that you're doing, and rest assured that the majority, I believe members of this committee on both sides of the aisle here, appreciate the work that you're doing and are committed to finding more ways to provide some efficient, stimulative, pro-growth, job-creating, convenience-creating alternatives to our federal state highway system. So we thank all of you. And Chris, you in particular, we're so thrilled that you're now leading the National League of Cities and taking the great leadership that you've provided in our capital city of St. Paul and our Twin Cities metropolitan area, and sharing that with other mayors around the country. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Congressman Nolan, and I do I appreciate those comments, but I also appreciate your kind of thinking about the weekly exodus from the Twin Cities to parts of not only northern Minnesota, but I for the chairman's benefit, a lot of my weekly paycheck goes to the great state of Wisconsin as a cabin owner in northwestern Wisconsin and a father of a University of Wisconsin student. I feel I should be a mayor of some town in Wisconsin, just honorarily at the very least. But it does create a huge problem as we really try to figure out how to expand that economic reach into all parts of the state and the region, including western Wisconsin, because we're getting congested in every different direction from the cities. So I think this isn't a single bullet approach. This is a multimodal approach. This is improving our roads, it's improving our transit systems and bus rapid transits and light rails and all of those things. I think that the reason why it's working so well in the Twin Cities area is because there is a recognition that a true multimodal transit system is the best way that we're going to serve all of our interests.
Thank you.
Ms. Esty.